Medina United, like you rightly said earlier, was founded in 2019.
Mm-hmm.
It was founded by Michael Nicol, a Gambian residing in the US.
Yeah.
So basically, he moved down to the Gambia and lived in Lamin.
Yeah.
So the area where he lives is called Lamin Medina. So
Okay.
when he saw some kids playing outside with a busted football, so he was like, "When I come back in the evening, I'll buy you guys a football that you guys will use to train."
Mm-hmm.
So when he went back and thought about all these kids in the streets playing barefoot, torn shirts without a proper football to play, so he decided that why don't I just form a little academy because there's a small sandy field just behind his house and give them the equipment that the kids need. So that's when he started the Medina United Football Academy. Basically started in Lamin. The head office and everything was in Lamin before the team grew up and it moved to Yundum inside the
Yeah.
airport. That's where he built the sporting complex.
Yeah. Yeah, I will bring in my guy, Space. He's one of the, vivid followers of the GFF leagues. I'm sure you come across Space every single time you go to watch
I'm
games.
on his page every day. I think every morning when I go into Facebook, that his page is the first thing that I go into. It's on my search bar.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, like he's the go-to guy when it comes to Gambian football, to be honest. When it
No,
comes
no,
to,
no, no, definitely. And we really appreciate him because he provides valuable and correct information about Gambian football that we also actually use to scout for players.
wow, definitely. Well, Space, you're want to hate it, interview me because you are the man. Nakam nagnuyu na la.
Why chama why nui na lang why magi halal lead because dama Japan why nui la na Tijan mala nui bu baha. I
Thank
hope
you.
na okay yeah it's nice again coming here again jollof football bantaba like we always did yeah
Yeah,
didn't judge pa bu baha kontan na turap
thank you.
Wow. Ah, waati yaa nañ ko mix nag dañoo mix di olof beeg angale bi because xam naa léegi-léegi su ma laakee angale too much su ma gars ñu ne ma laakal olof su ma laakee olof too much ñu ne ma yow dégguloo olof bul laaka olof laakal angale waaye
All
laakal
right.
loo xam loolu la ma gars yi def fii nii so I will try to mix it up. Yeah,
Okay.
yaa ngi ma like the team yaa ngi wax ne it was set up in 2019 you just give us the story naka la ñëwee through beeg xam nga just from players playing nekka si koñ bi
In
di
the
play
street, yeah.
then waaw exactly ñu jël leen bugga laa yóbbu def leen académie bu ma waxtaanee bas sax initially lu ma waxoon sax moo ne like the ambition of the owner was to develop an academy he was not even thinking about going to the divisional
No,
football
no,
naka
no,
la
no,
ñëwee
definitely.
ba ngeen move to that level.
Yeah, so we actually first tried to move into divisional football to him in 2022. But then he just said, okay, because the number of kids were actually growing in the academy. And
Yeah.
we started and said, okay, what is the next step for these kids? Because we had even older people in Lamin joining the academy. That by then their real age was 2021, but you can't register those kids, those adults as 15-year-old or 16 or 17-year-old. So that's when he decided let him start a divisional team in Banjul. So several teams were approached so that they can join together and Medina United will have a team in third division in Banjul.
Yeah.
So the first team that we joined, we named it Lions of Banjul. So if that team happened to gain promotion to second division, to third division, sorry, to second division football in the GFF league, we would have
Yeah.
been called Lions of Banjul. So the
Okay.
first year we finished, we didn't actually win the league. So the second year we decided why don't we also have the players because by that time Lions of Banjul most of the players technical staff went away. So we decided why don't we just use our own academic players, academic coaches and all that stuff and just enter them into the system. And that's when Medina United entered the third division in Banjul in 2023. So that's when we won it first try, undefeated, We didn't lose a single game in the third division in Banjul
Wow.
and qualified into the second division.
Yeah.
So that
Wow.
was
That is
2022-2023 season.
wow. That is super impressive. That's really impressive. And in terms of the setup, what do you have as a setup? Because I know you have academies in there, you have the second division team, but can you just tell us more about the structure that you have in place?
Yeah, Medina United. It started with the academy. So we have the academy set up, which is the starting from the U9, the under nines. We have the U10, U11, U12. That is solely for the academy. And then we also have three other categories, which is the U15, U17, and the U23. So the U17 from 2022 to 2023 season, that was the group that went to Senegal because
Yeah.
we were invited by AS Peking for a scouting tournament, which we took that under 17. So
Yeah.
I was the head of youth development, so I was attached to that group. So those, but the funny thing is, I was heading also the third division team. I was the team manager.
Yeah.
So the 2 days before we had to go to Senegal for that under 17 trip, the final for third division playoff between Medina United and Police FC was released. So the final was supposed to be on Sunday, and we were supposed to go to Senegal with the under 17 on Friday. So the club owner said, these are your kids, but this is the most important day for Medina United Academy, and that is the third division final. So I need you to stay behind and take care of the team and make sure that we win this final because you can't miss this final because this is the most important day for Medina United. So the club
Yeah.
owner, the CEO, they all went to Senegal with the under 17. I was really sad and disappointed because these are my
Yeah.
kids that I wanted to watch play in Senegal. So we trained
Definitely.
really hard and all that stuff. But Alhamdulillah, my staying too gave me my first medal
Yeah,
in
definitely.
Gambian football.
And speaking of medals, you have you have gathered a lot of medals so far. Like this year alone, you
Yeah.
have at least 4 trophies. That's what I was telling you about. But you are telling me there are even more to come.
Yes,
Like,
there's
can you?
another one to come because our under nine, they won the West Coast Regional Championship for under nines. So we
Yeah.
are yet to be awarded the trophy and the medals for the kids. So we've been promised that it will be this year, inshallah. So we're waiting on that.
Yeah, definitely. And speaking about the pool of players that you have, like, what is the pool now? Because you are talking about from under nine going all the way to a divisional team. In terms of pool of players, how many players do you have in your structure right now? Like, it's a rough estimate. Maybe you cannot give me the
Wow,
exact number,
from
but
I would say from U9 to U12, we have 300 kids.
wow,
We have
300
300
kids.
kids in the U9 to U12 category. And most of these kids today are on sponsorship because the academy, we charge in 500 every month for the membership fee. But most
Yeah.
of these kids are on scholarship, which is paid for by the club president. Because most of these kids too are from Lamin and the regional areas from Yundum, from Bekama, and their family background is a little bit poor. The parents mostly are not financially strong to really take care of these kids, let alone paying for them to join an elite football academy. So most of
Yeah.
these kids are on scholarship, and every kid registered has a training kit, which we provide for these kids.
For these kids. Yeah, as
So,
someone,
and
as
he
someone who,
also has football boots which are donated from the US. So quality football boots are also given to these children.
wow, you guys are doing that. Well,
Yeah.
as someone
So,
who,
and
someone
then
who,
in the under 15, we have a 30-man squad for them, which we do screening every quarterly. We do screening to add or remove players based on your performance, your punctuality, your discipline, and your performance at school. Because we also take school academy as a premium for our academy. So the under 17 too, we have 30 players, a 30-man squad. The under 23, we have a 30-man squad. But the under 17 category, we have 20 players that we loaned last season to young Africans because those are the kids that went to Senegal the previous year.